There you have it, guys. Hemp homes. That's the future.
Yeah, that is the future. I believe we call it a no-brainer. You know, I feel that together with the cannabis and the hemp, this is going to allow for an amazing export industry and give some economic empowerment to WA.
Welcome to the Hemp is Healthy Family Fair.
It's clean, it's natural. When we grow it to make these products, it's also just helping the environment, you know, fixing the soil, bringing the carbon from the air. So it's a win-win in all ways. But I love it. I didn't invent hemp, but everyone thanks me for the products. But I just give it to them. You know? The plant does all the work. So.
I feel that the industry in WA, certainly in the southwest, it's on the cusp of becoming really, really big. You know, hemp, it grows really rapidly. It doesn't need as much water. Depending on what research you look at, it is 50% less to 25% less water than cotton, for instance. It
Regenerates the soil.
Yeah, that's right. It sequesters carbon. It can be used for anything that we use wood for, and it is quite a climate-proof plant versus, say, logging an old growth forest, which will affect the ecosystem there, the wildlife, the beauty of the environment, because you don't need a lot of space to grow a lot of hemp, and it improves the soil. That is a much better option.
Yeah, I'm Matt from Hemp Brothers and Medican. We're WA producers of hemp, and so here's our range. We've got all the pet side of things here, so your hemp seed oils and blends for your cats and dogs, great for inflammation, things like that. Then we've got our human section over here, so things like your hemp seed oil capsules, hemp seed and turmeric, and then our terpene range as well, which is great for a range of conditions. So the terpenes are the smells of the plants that we utilise. So no cannabinoids, but still a nice blend of therapeutic uses.
Tell me a little bit more about the terpenes, because they've become really famous at the moment, you know? Like a lot of people are going for them as like an alternative to, I guess, CBD or full spectrum.
So we're learning a lot more about the terpenes now through cannabis, I guess. So we've always known of them, it's just your aromatic compounds, so the smells that are in plants. So linalool is in lavender, myrcene in mangoes, things like that. And so now we're actually kind of learning about how these interact with cannabis and can create certain effects. So, for example, some cannabis might make you tired. That's actually some of the terpenes creating a sedating effect. Some cannabis might give you energy. That can be related to alpha, beta pinene. It can be a bit more uplifting. So we've actually since that learnt that as a standalone product as well, they can actually have quite good effects. So we've got an Israeli partner that's one of the world leaders in cannabinoid and terpene research. And that's actually, we're partnered up for this, but going very well as a standalone product and in combination with cannabis. So get a bit of short-term memory loss with your THC use. The memory blend can help mitigate that side effect and things like that. So yeah, no, they're very exciting to the results we've been getting. So it's onwards and upwards from here.
Awesome, and this is your protein, right?
Yeah, this is the horse blend here. So we've actually got these products is literally just the hemp seed and the shell from the husk from the shell of the seed. Sorry. So high in fibre, high in protein. It's already saved about 10 horses' lives. Again, they thank me. I said, don't thank me. It's literally a byproduct of the seed, so it's That's awesome. It's all too easy.
I'm Andrea, and I work with Total Hemp Co. here in Western Australia, and it's a small hemp farm, industrial hemp farm down in Nannup on the banks of the beautiful Blackwood River. And the owner, Glenn, prides himself on using all parts of the hemp plant. So we have bath and body products, skincare products, hemp foods, so hemp seed oil and hemp seed itself. We make beautiful handmade paper out of the hemp stalks, so that's great for artists and crafters, calligraphers of all kinds. We have a lovely range of hemp seed oil hand lotions, and hemp seed oil is really great for your skin if you have conditions like psoriasis or eczema, because it's got a lot of vitamin E and omegas, and so yeah, it's great for that. We have lip balm, honey hemp lip balm that's made with honey from the bees that live near the hemp paddocks. So the bees, they feed on the flowers, and then we make honey out of it. And that goes into this lip balm that you could literally spread on toast. It's super cool. It's with shea butters and cocoa butters, and it's all edible, which is how it should be.
Normally made out of clay.
Yes. Yep. Wow.
Do not break it.
Fascinating.
It's simply hemp.
Wow.
Hemp fibre. Same.
Yep.
Can't break it. Drive over it, smash it, do whatever you can, throw it around. Can't break it. Fill both of these with water.
Yep.
Leave it outside for 6 months.
Yep.
Disintegrate back into the ground.
Whoa.
Totally organic. This is hemp, pure hemp plastic. And this, just imagine now putting this on your sunglasses, and instead of you having petrol leaching into your head,
Yes.
you now got hemp plastic.
Phenomenal.
That will be for the future.
I'm here with Bronwyn from Bass Valley, and tell us a little bit about what you do, and of course your beautiful products here, especially the CBD, because I know that there are so many people interested in CBD and what it is and what it does.
So Bass Valley, we're a paddock to plate hemp foods business. We started farming hemp back in 2015, so we're one of the first hemp businesses in Australia to grow, and then in 2017 hemp foods were legalised for human consumption, so we're the first business to get a product onto the market that's 100% Western Australian. Then the products that are unique to Bass Valley, we've got our roasted hemp seed crumble, which is the whole seed. So this is the hemp seed here.
Yes.
That's exactly what it looks like after it comes off the plant. So we roast it like that, instead of taking a bit away from it. Like this one has the hull removed, for example.
Yes.
But we use the whole seed, we roast it, and then we mill it, and that's what the crumble is. And that's a fantastic gluten-free alternative to breadcrumbs if you want to crumb fish, and it stays nice and crunchy as well. Really high in fibre, it's about 40% fibre. And we say it's like an exfoliator for your insides. It just gives your insides a real good scrubbing.
I got to try both of these earlier. Do try them. This is my favorite.
Yeah, this is our new one, the salad sprinkle. We've got our new products over here that we're about to launch. So you mentioned CBD. These are a CBD alternative, so they're not an extract from the hemp flower.
Yes.
They've got hemp seed oil in them,
Yes.
which is great for your omegas and everything.
Yes.
But then they've got a terpene blend.
Yes.
And this is a scientifically formulated terpene blend. Terpenes are a phytocompound, so they come from plants. They are highly therapeutic. Similar to CBD, they actually bind with the same receptors in our bodies that cannabinoids do, so your CBD and your THC and all that. But these ones, they won't get you high, you won't test positive on a drug test, they are legal, and they're much, much cheaper than CBD.
Margaret Hemp Company's been going since 1995. We make our own skincare and food. We also sell a lot of clothing, but we also build houses out of hemp. So since 2014-15, we building houses. We also grow. We're industrial hemp growers now here in Western Australia, and we set up Western Australia's first hemp processing facility that was opened in June this year by the Minister Alana McTurnan.
Congratulations, that's amazing.
No, it's been really good. The government have actually supported us a lot. We did get a grant from them 2 years ago, and that processing facility is now rocking and rolling, which is great, and mainly for housing.
Yep.
So that's the major thing, housing and actually pet bedding. They're the two major ones that we're going for, which is fantastic.
And excuse me, Georgina, what's the benefit of growing a hemp home? What are some of the differences and things that you've seen as you've been doing this for 7 years now?
Yeah, so building a hemp house, you are actually going to live in a healthy hemp house, a house that is actually breathable. So that house breathes any toxin, carbon dioxide you breathe, it leaves the house. Installation is amazing. All houses that we've built 8 at the moment. We have another 2 and another 3 next year. They don't have reverse air cycles in them. So as soon as you walk into that house, the house that you have bought and paid for, you will not have your electricity bill will go down quite a lot. But it's also fireproof and it's also termite proof. And this is the fibre, the outside of the stalk.
Yes, and you mentioned earlier that at the moment we're not doing much with the fibre, which is actually a really big.
It's huge. In Europe at the moment, the fibre is what you make hemp clothing with.
Yes.
And all of our clothing does come from overseas at the moment here in Australia. We don't have a textile industry here.
Okay.
So we have to find other markets for this.
Yes.
Which this is very good quality fibre that we actually produce now. It should be in installation, when you're in your house.
Yes, of
course. In your roof.
Yep.
Should be in installation, things like that.
Perfect.
This is what your bioplastics will come out of.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, so there's so many things you can do. So there is an electric car that will be released this year in WA.
Yes.
That we're going to, we've given them the hemp textiles for it. It's going to be in the panels of that car.
That's great.
So it's pretty amazing what's going to happen.
Phenomenal.
We are Hemp Squared. We're based in Bridgetown, and we manufacture hemp lime blocks for building sustainable housing. They sequester carbon. They create really comfortable, well-insulated houses for living in, and a very sustainable option. The product is even compostable, so any offcuts can just be broken up and returned back to the earth. No landfill, no pollution. It takes about 48 hours for a temperature change to travel from one side of the block to the other, so you can imagine it really smooths out those fluctuations, hot days, cool nights. Nice, comfortable house to live in. Doesn't cost much to keep warm and cool.
Where do you guys see the future of building with hemp and materials like this going?
One of our desires is actually that in the future people look at going, well, we've got double brick home, or we've got a home built out of hemp. At this stage people go, there's not that much recognition of it, but in the future we say, all right, actually I'm going to choose the hemp home over the double brick because it's got so many more benefits.
Our goal is to be a mainstream option and really make hemp homes accessible to everyone, no matter what your budget is, because when we're talking about climate change, sequestering carbon and really making a world change and making a difference, it needs to be accessible and affordable for everybody.
I'm the hemper. I'm a retailer. I currently have a store at the Fremantle Markets. I focus exclusively on Australian grown and made hemp products. On top of that, I'm also an educator and facilitator. So as cannabis being one of my oldest friends and longest lovers, I'm certainly passionate about it. And that's at every level, from sustainability up to freedom of choice and using it as a medicine. In terms of what I have here today and bringing something different to the table is an immersive learning and art experience for the children. So I'm currently developing a Key Stage 2. So from the ages 6 and above, sort of worksheets to introduce children to the hemp and cannabis sativa plant as a form of sustainable resources that are both healthy for us and the planet. So to assist in that paradigm shift and to I'm not a fan of using the word normalize, but perhaps mainstream and bring cannabis into our regular daily lives, just like it would have been for thousands of years if you go back just two centuries ago. My main thing is to educate, illuminate, and then elevate the Australian cannabis culture here. And yeah. Today we have the exclusive launch of Nicole from Soap, Suds and Oils of Margaret River. She already has an amazing handmade range of artisan soaps, but she's now evolving, and she's included a cocoa hemp body butter, which Cliff, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and think chocolate.
Oh man.
And how she's blended that cocoa in there, man. That's really nice. So this is quite literally the launch of this product today. You'll see this at the Hemp Hut from next week, and available online once our website does go up. So yeah, that's my kind of what I'm talking about today and celebrating. We have the education section, and then over here I've teamed up with a few other local companies. We have Sloth Made, which is a little duo company down south. It's 2 young ladies, and they're hand making hemp journals. And then they've also started off and made some collage pieces for the kids to draw their dream magical world. What could that look like, and will it include hemp? And I do believe that children hold the key. So if we can actually assist them in creating the world that they see as healthy and correct, and educate them, give them the facilities and tools to create it, they will. I think GOATS is an acronym for the greatest of all time. And yeah, I believe the little kids, being the baby goats that they are, I believe in them, man, and yeah, I have hope in the future, and I just think that hemp's going to be a big part of that.